And I had ran into this guy at Terminal Music who is a guitar player in a band called Ethos.
Okay.
And Ethos was a band who was touring with the Straubs at that point in time, and they were looking for a bass player. So I told him I would love to audition for it, and he said, yeah, send us a tape. So I had the old Revox A77 at home. I threw it in the car and brought it over to the band rehearsal and had to lay it on the guys that, you know, I was auditioning for this. And, you know, if I got it, I was going to go. So that was kind of odd. And I did the audition. I sent out the tape, and they sent back a reply a couple of weeks later saying that the bass playing absolutely knocked them out, but the voice wasn't exactly what they were looking for the band. So that was kind of a low point for me. And with that and disco, I kind of stopped playing for a while, and I sold all my stuff. And it was a weird time. But, you know, the disco thing was happening for a while, and I was having fun, hormones raging. And, but, and then I started working for a microphone company out on Long Island. And I'd always been listening to the music. I mean, even, you know, disco music in and of itself was actually okay. I mean, you know, it was dance music, you know, but coming from the world of prog, it was like boring. But so I started working for the microphone company, and I started working with a lot of different bands, Rolling Stones. They had a lot of country acts that came through, and we were providing backline microphones, frontline microphones. And it started to eat away at me that I wasn't playing again.
Yeah, sure.
And so at one point, I'm trying to remember how this happened. Yeah, I was at a NASCAR event. We did a NASCAR event, and Tanya Tucker was the act, and she had an absolute kick-ass band. And during a break, I sat down with the guys, and I was very curious about it because I've been working with artists like Kathy Mattea, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, and it's really eating away at me that I'm not playing right now. So I had my chance to talk to these country guys. And I said, so guys, what got you into country music? And they all kind of looked at me and they chuckled and they said, well, we're not all really country musicians. We're musicians. We love to play. That's what we do. And, you know, that was really a major aha moment for me because everything just, like your life passed before you, all of a sudden I said, that's what I've been missing. That's the piece of the puzzle that I've been missing. It's not all about prog. It's not trying to fit that much into this much. You know, it's just playing it and being part of it. And I started playing again. My wife found a Rickenbacker bass on some classified where she works for $400.
Wow.
It was a Rickenbacker, 73 Rickenbacker. I got it in like 95 is when I really started playing again. And $400 for this bass.
Wow.
I brought it home. I put on 10 Sumner's Tales. Just played it right through. My fingers were bleeding afterwards. The first time I had really played again, so I really didn't have the chops. And that was the beginning of it. And that was it. So that Rick became the first of many. And now I just can't get enough of it. I just can't. And all of the different styles, really, I'm aware of every style that's out there right now. Yeah. And I raced bicycles for many years. And when I raced bicycles, people would come up to you if you were good at what you did, and they would say, you know, if you're climbing, maybe you want to try this. If you're sprinting, here's where you want to be. So what you do is you take all of those different things and try to incorporate that into your own style. And that's kind of how it's been for me with the music side of it. You know, taking, you know, the prog side of it and taking the Motown side of it and taking the country side of it and the classic rock and just trying to meld it into something that's different and that's mine. You know, that is my style.